Still hanging on though. This is the timing chain. I had it running for ages, trying to find if it would put out 12 volts so I could charge the battery with the motor running. Don't think it does. I was getting a lot of interference with my multimeter just jumping around everywhere. Even if I had this running, I had it on the battery, it would be fluctuating a lot. Anyway, I had it running for a while, turned it off, started it, turned it off, started it, turned it off again, and then it wouldn't go. Oh, bugger, I thought the starter motor had pooped itself again or something. But no, the timing chain. See how it skipped a tooth down there? There's more broken links. There's like a split in that one. Come on, focus, focus. There we go, split. And this guide material is all over the case in here. Yeah. It's not really a timing chain, it's a starter chain. I don't know why they just didn't run gears on it. One gear, 2 gears down there, job done. Anyway, I can see if I can fix it. Obviously I'm not gonna fix the chain, but I can see if I can replace it. Or just slap another engine in here. Let me weigh up my options. I think this is the only 125 I've got that isn't in my quad bike that I ride. I think the other ones are 110s, and I don't think they have reverse. But I'll go have a look. Check this chain out. It's just a starting chain, so it's not, a super critical thing. It is if you want to start it, but yeah, terrible. And look at that, it's even got cracks in the links. This thing had quite a bit of rust inside here. On the gear, all over the magnet, all over that. But I got it all together. I pulled apart that one out there. Now, beautiful. Tank's mounted. I'm able to leave that in place and get the body on and off, which I'm happy about. But now, shifter. It's quite stiff. Like, you're supposed to operate it with your foot. But I'm going to be using that lever there. So I'm going to come up with a linkage. It's going to come through that bit, then come up to sort of like I'm going to try and gear it in my favour. I don't mind if I have to move the lever like quite a bit, but I want it to be sort of easy to shift. And if that means pushing it quite a bit to shift it, then that means pushing it quite a bit to shift it. So I'm going to leave this part on here for now. Drill the hole down here, maybe straighten it up a little bit, give it a little twist so it can go off over to this direction, and then I'll have my pivot and our linkage. It should be good. Got some gears on it. Check this out. Got gears. Very simple linkage, just like I said, pivot there. Yada yada. I've got to take some of the slop out of here just by tightening up. Just got to lube up these double washers, tighten it up, and that should take out most of it. Some of the slop is in the shaft itself, but once I clamp that up, it should be much tighter. But I've got gears now. I've also fixed the steering, so I've got a full lock again. Full lock that way, full lock that way. Excellent. Now, I've got an issue with the brake system. Alright, this is my problem. This is the only Banjo bolt I got. This is 3/8 NC. This is the bolt that fits the master cylinder, which is 3/8 UNF. And this is a chunk of rusty metal. So my options are drive down to a bolt shop and get a bolt like this, like a flange nut or flange top, with that thread on it and a shoulder, and then drill it, which would take me at least an hour just to get there and back, and then to drill it. I could put weld on this, turn it in the lathe to this diameter, which is 9.8 millimeters, then drill it, or make a whole new one out of this thing. So I'd have to turn it down to the right size, put a die over it, drill it, and then put a head on it. You know how much I like making things, so I'm going to make a banjo bolt. And there it is. That's the one I need. It's the one I had. It's the one I could have modified, but needed to put a shoulder on it. So I used this, and my lathe. I made this guy. I don't have a milling machine. I used my drill press with a carbide cutter. It's a broken compression cutter for wood, but it works slowly in a pinch. The finish isn't great, but it fits a 13mm spanner beautifully, so I'm happy with that. It only took, I say, 20 minutes to make me a banjo bolt. I think it's time for a test drive. I got everything tightened up. Got my brakes in there. There's that little banjo bolt I made down there. It bled. I'd like a bit more sponge in there, but that's what it is. Gears. I got my battery box now with all the wiring in it. When I make the dash, I'll run the wires to the front. Got the chain on there. Got everything back here tightened up. The only thing I don't have is an air filter, so I'm living on the edge a bit there. I've got one coming in the mail next week. So that'll be good. And yeah, let's take it for a rip. Alright, I just got back from a little rip. Probably only like 2 minutes. It's really uncomfortable to drive, mainly because I'm sitting on a piece of wood. It vibrates a lot, which is to be expected. I've got an issue with my fuel line here. It's not quite long enough, it keeps popping off, and that's why I got fuel all over the floor. Other than that, I have 0 brakes, which is fine. It needs brakes anyway. Not long after I started driving it, the bolt fell out of here. It's in my pocket. So I got 0 front brakes, which were my backup. And this, I was yanking on this as hard as I could. Didn't do anything. I'm not sure why I bled it. But it's just rock solid. There's no give. There's no... So maybe that caliper's no good. I don't know. I'll have to do some investigating on that. Other than that, it's quick. It's real quick. I only got to 2nd gear before I thought I should start slowing down because I got no brakes. Yeah, a few more things I have to tighten up before I go for another rip. I'll try my best to film some of it. I'll have to set up the tripod and camera and stuff because I'm solo filming, solo building. So yep, get some things sorted out, buttoned up. Try and find another piece of fuel line. Pretty sure I got some. And fix the brakes. Well, mainly just the front ones. The back ones I don't really care about. There's a few rattles. There's this bolt here that rattles. It's quite annoying. This box rattles a bit, so I'm gonna fix that up. Brakes are terrible. Like this handbrake doesn't work at all, really. The foot brakes I can't get to because the gear shifter's in the way. So I'm gonna have to rearrange that, which I'm not too happy about. Other than that, this thing is a blast. I'm really surprised it does donuts. The suspension could be a bit softer, but it's not an off-road go-kart. It's a miniature hot rod for cruising around, car shows, and maybe a swap meet or two. It's for having fun in. Sure, I didn't have to put, you know, a big powerful engine in. Like this thing boogies. It's hard to tell on the camera, but I'm hitting bumps and the front wheels are coming off the ground, and yeah. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.